What's up, YouTube? It's your girl KYP561. I'm coming in here to talk to you all about, I believe it was Wednesday's episode of Black Ink Chicago. I think that we are in season 3, if I'm not mistaken. And this was episode 1. So basically, we start the show off with Ryan letting us know that him and his baby mama Rachel, they are back together, and he seems to be really excited about that because we know that he's basically in love with her. We come to find out, well, I came to find out that they had been together since they were in high school. I knew that they had a son together, and in season 1, I believe it was, is when we saw that she left Chicago to move to LA. I think she was doing something with like a nail polish line or some shit like that, if I remember correctly. But her and Ryan, they weren't together at the time. I forgot the circumstances behind their breakup. I'm sure it has some shit to do with some cheating or something like that. That's normally always the case. But anyway, she's back. They're back together. He's excited about it, and I'm glad that they are back together for now. I really don't get a vibe from her, even though we really didn't see that much of her this episode. I kind of saw some things to where I thought I might know where they are trying to take her character, but I don't think that it's going to necessarily go that way in comparison to Black Ink, New York, and them. So anyway, child. Oh, first of all, Ryan, let me tell you something. I think that Ryan is very handsome, and although Ryan's hair is laid, and I believe that that's the look that Jock thinks that he's going for, but I just don't see that happening. Ryan, cut that shit off. Cut that shit off, and just rock your low boy. I don't know why people. People don't understand that when you have your hair cut low, that really brings out your features. I mean, that's including myself, child, because y'all know I rock a low boy. But yeah, I just think that really shows, how handsome you are. I mean, some people really don't give a fuck about that, but Ryan, I'm not feeling you with this hair, child. Get rid of it. We got Charmaine. I still don't like her. She got a boyfriend. Really, who cares? Because you still the old same tramp that you done been for the last 2 seasons, child. You still half-ass twerking. You and Carly Red need to go take a goddamn twerk class together because y'all give y'all culture a bad name. Carly Red claimed that she's from the Caribbean, so bitch, you need to be doing way better than what you do. Charmaine, you from the goddamn supposedly New Orleans. I know you from Louisiana, but I don't know if you necessarily from, I don't know if you from the outskirts of New Orleans or where you from, but honey, that shit that you doing, that ain't it, child. I seen them little kids on the videos in New Orleans that twerk better than you, child. And you always doing it, girl. Still a tramp, like I said, child. 4. And that chick Nikki from last season, the one that had 2-piece cat ass when she was doing all that shit talking at the little, I think they was on like a rooftop party or some shit like that. But the girl that he was going back and forth, I don't know if he was going back and forth between the two or playing, but I don't know what the fuck he was doing. But anyway, him and her, they're in a relationship now. Only in my opinion because cat ass ain't there. So for now, him and Nikki, they in a relationship. So anyway, we kind of find out that 9mag, they're coming up on their 4-year anniversary. So Ryan says that, he wants to have a party, of course, because if it's one thing that we know for sure and two damn things for certain, one thing for sure, y'all know how the fuck this, y'all know how the shit go. If it ain't nothing else that we know these Black Ink motherfuckers is gonna throw a party, okay? I don't give a damn if it's your birthday or if it's your friend, sister, baby daddy birthday, bitch, any cause for a party, we gonna throw one. So we gonna go ahead and lay around for that. We roll over here to Terrence and Danielle. We find out that they back together. Okay. We find out that they back together, and as Ryan is, giving the details of this party or whatever, he straight up lets Danielle know, bitch, your man ain't invited to this party, okay? She'll say too much at first, you know what I'm saying, but then she give us a little rundown talking about how they back together, and You know, they had some issues in the past and blah blah blah. You know, but bitch, that's not Ryan's problem. That's not his problem. Okay, if you let that nigga treat you like that, that's fine. But ain't nobody else ain't nobody else got to be subject to his bullshit. Okay, if you let that nigga treat you any kind of way and talk to you any kind of way, that's fine, honey. Do your thing, do you. But bitch, I'm not gonna take it. Okay, and if I'm having a party, I don't give a fuck who the party is for. Yes, it is for 9mag, but I don't think none of y'all motherfuckers is going in on putting this shit together. And so no, I don't want your drunk ass boyfriend there. Okay, and bitch, if you don't like it, you can stay home too. Okay, but anyway, child, we found out that Kat done moved to LA, and she seems to be doing quite well for herself, even though I don't like her either. Matter of fact, y'all, I don't like nobody on this show but Junior, and that's fucked up because Junior just got here last season. But yeah, I don't like nobody but him. Ryan, I be kind of back and forth with him because sometimes he got his little bitch assness about him, but I can see where it comes from sometimes, even though it looks bitchy because it's coming from a nigga. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't like none of the motherfuckers but Junior, child. Junior is just happy to be there. Junior mind his motherfucking business, okay? And Junior just be there for the turn up, all right? And I can appreciate that, okay? So anyway, she's doing she's doing celebrity tattoos. Like I said, Kat's doing good for herself. We show young MA, she comes in to get a tattoo, which looks great. Like I said, it's a big difference between the tattoos that you see from 9mag that you do from Black Ink New York. Although, like I said, as far as Black Ink New York, them girls up in there, they be tattooing their asses off. I don't know what the fuck that jailhouse shit is that Caesar ass be doing. But what the motherfucking name is, Melanie, her, that the new bitch, the young bae or whatever, them hoes, they get down on the tattoos, okay? But like I said, Caesar, I'll never get a tattoo from his ass. So child, now we got Van, old bitch ass. He done showed up and he's still whining about motherfucking Ryan, he leaving us out and he doing this, he doing that. And this is why you cannot go into business, or you can't try and include your friends in your business, because the motherfuckers they for the most part, okay, they seem to think that you owe them everything. Bitch, I gave you a motherfucking job. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck more is it that you want? So anyway, he come in. We're gonna find out Ryan went on some type of tour or whatever, within the tattoo circuit or whatever. He went to promote his business. Okay, he went to promote his business. He had T-shirts. I guess he did maybe some tattoos. I don't know all of what the fuck he did, but he went on this tour or whatever. Ryan got a motherfucking problem with that because he feels like the money should be divvied up amongst the people in the shop. Bitch, what? This is a motherfucking business, bitch. This ain't no motherfucking after school hustle. The fuck you talking about? Like, you acting like, oh, we gonna go wash some motherfucking cars this weekend because we need some money for whatever, and we just gonna split that up. No, bitch, I'm running a motherfucking business here. You know what I'm saying? So, as he's talking to Ryan, first of all, Charmaine brings out the poster, whatever. This motherfucker go snatch the poster from Charmaine and rip it up. Bitch, what? Child, you got some nerve about yourself, man. You got some nerve about your motherfucking self. So anyway, he talking about some shit about the money, which I feel like you ain't got no business questioning this man about motherfucking money. I don't give a fuck what you claim you built up from the ground. Unless Van is the goddamn partner in this shit. And bitch, if you is, you need to fucking say that. Because if not, you looking like a real bitch out here on these streets, okay? You looking like a real bitch out here on these VH1 streets. You sit here trying to question this man about where the fuck is the money going, and why the money can't be divvied up or whatever. Bitch, that's not this man's responsibility. How the fuck y'all think this man gonna keep y'all working in this building? Somebody got to pay the rent around this motherfucker. Somebody got to pay the motherfucking lights, the goddamn utilities, all that shit around this motherfucker. Somebody has to make sure that y'all have the proper equipment to be able to work. And I'm sure that you have to keep it up to some sort of code, being that you fucking with people's skin and shit. You got to have insurance. You got to have all of that type of shit. And you right here talking about the goddamn toilet paper. Toilet paper only costs $5. Bitch, you know what the fuck he was saying. You knew exactly what the fuck he was saying. Man, I'm not here for your fuck shit, because that's exactly what you on. You was on some fuck shit, and I am so sick of you already. I'm so sick of you already. So anyway, child, we roll back over here to Charmaine. Since Charmaine couldn't get her claws into Ryan, because I know that's what her ass was trying to lead up to last season, but since I don't know what went on with that, I'm glad old baby mama swooped back in right in the nick of time, because I kind of think I saw where that shit was going between Charmaine and Ryan, and I did not fucking like it. So anyway, since that shit didn't work, she done found her some old schmuck ass motherfucker. I don't know where she get him from, but you know, he seems to be, you know, clean cut. I don't necessarily want to call him a square, you know what I'm saying, because, you know, everybody that's not, you know, thug life or, you know, whatever, that don't necessarily mean that they're square. However, compared to Charmaine, the nigga is a square. And I believe Charmaine feel like she done hit the jackpot with this nigga, because it's clear he got a couple coin or whatever. I don't think the nigga, you know, bank rolling like that. But he got enough to where, you know, he can help this bitch pay off her motherfucking car and, you know, get some new wigs or whatever the fuck it is that she trying to do. So anyway, she invites Terrence and Danielle over for dinner or whatever. And Danielle over there low key hating, all right, because I don't understand, like, especially for you to be her cousin, you know what I'm saying? Like, my cousin could be the biggest hoe walking the face of the earth, but if she finally find her a nigga, regardless on what her motive is, if she find her nigga, bring that nigga around to my house, I'm not finna be, you know, trying to basically, you know, are you okay with the drama that she brings and the this and the that? No, bitch, I'm trying to do whatever I can to make this nigga stay around. Okay, so I mean, I was like, bitch, what type of bitch are you? Like, that goddamn Danielle, I don't fucking like her. I think she got them edges a little bit more under control this season, but we'll see. We only on the first episode, child. But anyway, so now she over here talking shit because she's mad that Ryan said that Terrence wasn't invited. Now, bitch, you got your motherfucking nerve, because for one, at the last party that they had last season, he went in there and showed his ass. Okay, he walked up on Ryan. That was one time Ryan spared his ass, okay? He even went so far as to disrespect you. I think he called you a bitch, told you to go in there and show your titties to Ryan. And, you know, first of all, the bitch was drunk, out of fucking control. That's embarrassing enough, okay? Bitch, it's embarrassing enough when your ass is drunk and you don't know how to control yourself when you're drunk. But now you up in here running up on people that I work with. So, bitch, now you adding on to the embarrassment. And then you gonna top the shit off, put a motherfucking cherry on top, and come for me? Bitch, oh hell no. But then you get over here to the Dominican Republic. The bitch shows up unfucking invited, okay? And then he ran up on Ryan again. Now that second time, I believe Ryan should have did his ass in. But for once again, you know, he spared the nigga again on the strength of you know. But bitch, I don't know no niggas that's gonna do that. The niggas that I know, bitch, they might let your ass slide one time, but bitch, you come around this motherfucker again, now you're looking for something. You're looking for something now. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, you got the nerve to act like you don't understand why this man don't want Terrence there. Like I said, it ain't no big deal. If you got such a problem with it, bitch, why don't you stay home? Because that was part of your problem with Terrence in a motherfucking way. He felt like you was putting them motherfuckers in the shop before him. So, bitch, once again, your ass want to be seen so goddamn bad to where you rather have a beef than to just stay your motherfucking ass at home, bitch. That's all you got to do. Whew, child. But anyway, honey, so she said she gonna check Ryan. I said, bitch. Okay, child. So we go over here, you know, a little light something for the show. They show Ryan having family time with his girl and with their son or whatever. That was cute. We see Ryan is afraid of heights, you know, whatever. They did a little rock climbing shit or whatever. Okay, yeah, that was cute. So then they had a little conversation, and this is where I kind of saw where I think they were trying to steer us, but I'm not buying it as of yet because of the difference between the two. So he was talking to Rachel about the little shit that was going on in the shop, and Rachel basically was like, bitch, fire all the motherfuckers. And bitch, I'm here for it. Now, what I think they was trying to do is give us a Duchess of Chicago being Rachel. And I don't see that. And the only reason why I don't see that is because all them bitches do need to be motherfucking fired. Charmaine ass need to go because that hoe be keeping up shit. before, it just seemed like that motherfucker just there. I don't know what. That nigga just looked sorry to me. And Van, bitch, you need to meet a motherfucking line leader leading the fired bitches out the goddamn door, bitch. You need to be fired first, okay? But yeah, so I was with Rachel on that. Fire who the fuck you need to fire and move the fuck on. Okay, so, I hope they not gonna try and make her seem like, or make it seem like she's the reason that Ryan is acting this way. No, y'all bitches is out of order. Y'all motherfuckers is out of order. True enough, y'all done been there since day one or whatever, but bitch, it takes more than a bitch just being here since day one to keep this shit going. If y'all motherfuckers ain't paying no taxes, if y'all motherfuckers ain't paying no utilities in this bitch, just like Ryan said, bitch, my name is on the motherfucking lease. So while y'all around this motherfucker acting like we all partners in this motherfucker, but when it comes down to the finances, and the business part of this shit, y'all motherfuckers ain't with this man shooting in the gym. So get the fuck on with that bullshit. Fuck on with that bullshit, child. So, anyway, let me see. Ryan shows up to the shop. He comes in, he wash his hands, he say what's up to everybody. Next thing I know, motherfucking Danielle got her goddamn ass on her shoulders. I guess she think she finna give Ryan a piece. Finna tell him how he's been disrespecting her man. Fuck that nigga. The fuck, bitch. You know what? I swear. Oh my God, y'all. Y'all just don't understand. She goes on to holler about how you been disrespecting my man and la 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 and what you not gonna do and this and that. And Ryan was like, listen, I don't have to take that shit from your motherfucking boyfriend, bitch. If you want to take that shit from him, that's fine. But bitch, I'm not you. And if I don't want this nigga in my shit, okay, he's not going to be in my shit. And once again, if you don't like it, you can join him. Okay? That motherfucker was yapping, talking her shit, whatever. Next thing you know, that bitch said, fuck you. What? Bitch, I said straight up. I said, oh, God. Oh, no, bitch. You got to motherfucking go. You got to go. Ryan said, oh, no. Fuck you, and you fired. Get your shit and get the fuck out. I said you motherfucking right. Get your shit and get the fuck out, bitch. I said, y'all bitches got too much nerve about yourself. See, that's why you can't hire your day ones. That's why you can't do that shit, because them motherfuckers feel like they gonna come into your establishment and tell you what you is and what you ain't gonna do, and think they gonna talk to you any kind of motherfucking way. And then when you file off on their ass, they looking at you like, oh, you on some other shit. You tripping. Bitch, what? Where the fuck in America is you gonna go on a bitch job and tell your motherfucking boss fuck you and think you gonna have a goddamn job within the next 2 seconds after that you come out your damn mouth? Get out of here, girl. Get out of here, honey. Child, Ashley, honey. Ashley, let me have a talk with you, honey, because you got life fucked up. You got life fucked up. And I saw where this shit was going last season, okay? Now this bitch feels like because Dawn is maybe getting a little check or two from this damn show, this motherfucker feel like they done made it. But bitch, no, y'all motherfuckers ain't made it. Y'all might be able to have moved out of the apartment that y'all were living in. You may even done bought a house. I don't know. I don't think you have. I think you're still renting, but that's neither here nor there, because it ain't nothing wrong with renting if that's what you got to do, okay? But anyway, when y'all went in that old expensive ass motherfucking furniture store, I said, oh, this bitch think that she done made it. Oh, okay, I see where this shit going. So Don clearly was telling your ass right then and there, bitch, I don't know what the fuck we doing up in these boutiques and shit, bitch. You better go hit up motherfucking Tuesday morning, TJ Maxx, Ross, motherfucking do you some goddamn DIYs around this bitch or something. But bitch, you up in here like you just got it like that, like you just gonna tell a bitch to throw it in the bag and I got a motherfucking black card, just you know what I'm saying? Bitch, y'all ain't living like that. So anyway, child, we roll on over here now. Now this motherfucker talking about she done been working for 5 months, okay? She done been working for 5 months, but now she feels like, she's missing away time from her family. This bitch says she want to quit her job and think that Dawn is going to take care of her. First of all, bitch, we all know that Dawn ain't that type of nigga, okay? Dawn ain't that type of nigga. That nigga is not finna be out busting his ass while you sitting home thinking you finna be motherfucking having brunch and going out for lunch and wine drinking and all this shit. Bitch, you better stop watching the motherfucking Housewives, hoe, and take your motherfucking ass to work. Bitch, you crazy? Let me tell y'all, I kind of went through a similar situation. Well, not me myself, but I was kind of like included in a similar situation. Okay, so I mean, a lot of people, well, if you watch my videos and you know me, okay, and like I've said before, me and my husband, we've been together for a long time, okay, and it's just so happened that my husband, even in the boyfriend stage, was always a provider, okay. I never had to worry about anything. Now, this nigga ain't no millionaire or no shit like that, but that nigga does believe in taking care of home, okay? So the jobs that I had then, those were just jobs for me to just do what the fuck that I wanted to do, okay? Like, you know, when it's time to go out on the weekend, or, you know what I'm saying, if I want to go and buy some shit or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And that was never an issue. Once we got married, we relocated to another city. So, of course, I had to resign from my job that I had, which was a good job. It was a good paying job, you know. So, you know, money was never an issue. Even then, you know, I was still doing what the fuck I wanted to do. Like, I didn't have, like, any major responsibilities as far as the household. You know what I'm saying? So, once we got married, and my husband moved first, and then a couple of months later I moved as well, and I didn't have a job when I moved here. I didn't have a job, and I didn't realize how hard it would be to find one in my field, because every fucking body here needs a goddamn job. You know what I'm saying? Everybody here, and I didn't really have like any connections, or, you know, or anything like that. So okay, just to make a long story short, bitch, it was like 3, almost 4 years I didn't work, and it was no pressure. Okay, so one day I was with one of my good friends, and we were doing something. I think we went to like a concert or some shit like that. Her boyfriend is kind of similar to Dawn, okay, and she was with me and he didn't know. So I guess, you know, she wasn't hiding it from him, but, you know, it just didn't come up in the conversation. So as they were having a conversation or whatever, she was telling him, you know, where she was at and blah blah blah, and he was like, "Oh, you down there hanging with your homegirl like you a motherfucking housewife, talking about shit, but I'm in this bitch, I'm working and this that," which she was working as well, but every nigga just ain't that nigga. You know what I'm saying? And Don clearly ain't that nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, bitch, you better take your motherfucking ass to work. Don strikes me as a 50-50 type motherfucker. Like, I feel like, you know, when you're in a relationship, especially if you're married. Okay, now, this ain't for everybody. I'm just telling you how I feel. I feel like the man, as the provider, okay, I feel like the major responsibilities, like the mortgage, you know, the insurance, you know, the big shit, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that should be handled by the man. Once again, this is me. Okay, this ain't for everybody. So I'm sure somebody out there that, you know, because we got these old super independent motherfuckers around here, which ain't nothing wrong with that, because I'm an independent bitch myself. However, okay, I'm not one to say, I don't need no man to do nothing for me. I can handle all this shit by myself. Yeah, I can, but bitch, if it's a man up in here, I ain't. Okay, how about that? Okay, so, you know, I mean, I ain't saying to just solely be looking for that. However, if you want to be the king, goddammit, you got to do some kingly shit, okay? But anyway, child, back to you, Ashley, bitch. That ain't the type of nigga that you got, okay? So you can get off of that shit. Don't you quit your motherfucking job if you want to, bitch. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. So anyway, we finds out that Ryan hired him a replacement, which he should have, okay? What the little bitch nigga name is, Van, he comes in, he got his motherfucking ass on his shoulders, his fucking jackass suit zipped all the way up to the goddamn neck. You know, he was like, who the fuck is this? Charmaine, old low-key messy ass, keeping up shit going in the shop. She tells him, oh, that's the new receptionist. He fired old girl. So he talking about, oh, he fired her. Don't nobody tell me shit. Bitch, why the fuck do I have to run any goddamn thing by you about what the fuck I want to do in my shop, bitch? You should be glad you still got a motherfucking job in this bitch. You should be glad that when you come here, motherfucker ain't working out your goddamn booth. So anyway, he goes outside. He gets on the phone. He calls Danielle, first of all, bitch, you ain't even asked what happened. You know what I'm saying? You don't know no details. You get on the phone, you call Danielle, y'all had a little bitch discussion or whatever. So he talking about, oh, I got something for his ass and this and that. Danielle acting like she's shocked. Fucking Charmaine even act like she was shocked because he brought a new bitch up in there. Why? See, that's the problem. He done played with y'all asses too goddamn long. He done played with y'all asses too motherfucking long to where y'all didn't take him serious. And now that he's sick of y'all shit, which I hope he stands firm on this, okay? Don't bring that bitch back up in there, because you know how y'all like to do towards the end of the season. But anyway, now that he on some new shit, y'all hoes can't take it. I was like, bitch, y'all, So anyway, child, Danielle goes to see, Danielle shows up in LA to go see Kat or whatever. So she goes to tell the Kat about how Ryan fired her and all of this shit. So Kat says, what happened? This bitch, she gonna say, he was just on some personal shit. You're right, personal shit that you brought to him. You brought that shit to him, and now you acting like you shocked because he fired your motherfucking ass. Bitch. So then she goes on to tell, I guess Kat asked her about what was going on between her and Terrence or whatever. So she starts breaking down in tears, and she tells about how she found out that she was pregnant, and then a month later, she just started bleeding, which resulted in her miscarrying. Because when she went back to the doctor was no longer able to see the baby in her ultrasound. Now, I have experienced miscarriage myself, and yes, that is something that is very emotional. I feel like that's something that you do not get over. Okay, it's something that you don't get over, and it's just a real touchy subject. However, sometimes I feel like those things are blessings in disguise. Okay, especially when it comes to a situation like what Danielle is in. Danielle, that nigga ain't for you. That nigga is not for you. He's a fucking alcoholic. He's fucking insecure. And he's fucking immature. Okay? You just sat here yourself and said that you're 26 years old and you feel like you're not where you're supposed to be in life. I don't understand why motherfuckers be trying to create families with people that they know is not good for them. Why do you want to make a decision that's gonna have you locked in with a motherfucker that you ain't got no fucking business being with? Why the fuck do you do that? You know what I'm saying? Talking about, oh, you just, Charmaine is doing this and Kat, you're doing this and whatever. Well, bitch, get up and do something then. Get the fuck up and do something. Maybe if you drop that nigga, you'll be able to make some moves in your life. Why the fuck if you talking about you ain't making no moves in your life, why the fuck are you trying to have a baby? I'm not understanding. You just said you're not where you're supposed to be. You feel like you're not where you're supposed to be in your life. If you feel like you're not supposed to be if you're not where you're supposed to be in your life, why the fuck are you trying to do something that's going to even more hinder you from getting there? Because if you ain't where you're supposed to be, what the fuck you going to do with a baby? What type of life are you going to create for your child? Y'all young bitches, y'all better learn something. Y'all motherfuckers better learn something, child. I'm trying to tell you, you better learn something. So now we get over here to the party. Everybody is there except for Kat and Danielle. So Charmaine, she introduces her boyfriend to everybody or whatever. Motherfucking Ashley, she feels the need to go and have a conversation with him. I don't even understand how the fuck Don or Charmaine let that shit happen. Bitch, you don't know him, so what the fuck y'all got to talk about? Besides nothing. So she got her motherfucking ass over there and, telling him about, the shit that went on between Charmaine and Don or whatever. Why is the fuck is you even bringing that shit up to this man? This was some shit that happened before him. So why he even got to know about that? Talking about, oh, she felt like he had to know. Bitch, why? Especially when there was some shit that your man had to put into play. Because, yeah, she knew that you was the baby mama or whatever. But she was going off of that nigga telling her that y'all was not together. So it's not like she knew that y'all was together and she was still fucking him anyway. That was not the case. That wasn't the case. So I still don't understand what the fuck is it. What were you trying to do by telling him that? Like, were you trying to? Because then she would have talking about, she becomes pretty wild when she gets some drinks in her, and and this and that. So what were you trying to do? Were you trying to get him to not want to be fucked up with her? Because see, if you'd have did that, then it would have been open season on your nigga. Cause I'm telling you, type of bitch that I am, you'd have did that shit to me, bitch. And if me and that man would have broke up, I'd have been fucking done by the end of the night. You can believe that. I'm just saying, that was the old me, y'all. But I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, bitch. That was none of your goddamn business. So anyway, after your conversation was over, Don does his normal, which has his bitch fit, okay? He out there bucking up at the cameras and, kicking shit and punching the cameras and, he's yelling and bucking up at Ashley or whatever. She's sitting there acting like she don't know why he mad. Both y'all bitches is crazy. So, next thing I know, he done got in the car. He telling her he ready to go. She's standing out there talking to her homegirl. I guess trying to tell her homegirl what happened. Next thing we know, this nigga done damn near ran the homegirl over. He done jetted out the goddamn parking lot. He turning up. I was like, this nigga is gonna fucking kill somebody. I mean, it's not that goddamn serious. I understand that you're pissed off with her and you are within reason, okay? But bitch, that was just too much. Especially when you saw her going over there to approach him, you should have got her motherfucking ass right then and be like, reel it in, bring it on over here. You let that shit go down, and you gonna get mad after the fact. You could have stopped that shit right then. You could have been like, hold on, Sue, where you going? You know what I'm saying? What you got? You know what I'm saying? What you got to talk to him for? Nah, bitch, you being messy, reeling on over here. You know what I'm saying? But you didn't do that. So now you want to get out here, fuck up these people props and shit. You know what I'm saying? Punching the goddamn cameras and shit. See, Don, your problem is when you be bucking up at the cameraman don't put the motherfucking cameras down and ask your ass what's up. That's the goddamn problem right there. That's the motherfucking problem right there. You be out there punking them damn people because you know they scared of your ass. But see, you ain't ran up on the right cameraman yet. You ain't ran up on the right cameraman that's gonna meet your ass at the door. Okay? You gonna stop that shit. You gonna stop that shit. So, of course, because we had a goddamn 10-minute trailer from fucking Love and Hip Hop, and then another goddamn 5 minutes of some shit that we was getting ready to watch with the fucking Black Ink Chicago, I didn't see maybe the last 5 minutes of it or whatever. So I didn't see the big blow up with Van and Ryan or whatever. But Van, child, sit your motherfucking ass down somewhere, bitch, because you doing the absolute most with nothing, okay? With nothing, child. So that's all I got, y'all. I know I'm late on this or whatever, but I did want to jump in here because I didn't want to be behind, because I do plan on reviewing this shit. So thank y'all for clicking on the video. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video, tell a friend, all that good shit. And do we have something going on tomorrow since we got... Oh, yeah, the fucking Love and Hip Hop. Okay, so yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Or maybe Tuesday. All right, so y'all have a good Sunday. And till next time, y'all, peace out.